What's up guys, my name is Ace, and it looks like the mid-season update for Season 4 is coming on July 15th, which is this Thursday, and with this we just got the roadmap, so I'm going to be going through that today to see exactly what we can expect with this update. And first up, one of the big things with this update is we're finally getting a new wave-based map for zombies. This is the first one we've seen in quite some time, I feel like. I don't think we've seen one since Firebase Z. And with this, it's called Mauer der Toten. I'm not really going to be covering any zombies detail here, though. There's going to be a new wonder weapon, it looks like. You can see on the roadmap for yourself. The reason I don't cover zombies in great detail is I simply am out of touch with zombies. I don't play zombies all that much. I'm not really into zombies, and therefore half the stuff that's even mentioned in the patch notes, I don't even understand what it means. So I will leave that all linked down below if you want to check out that blog post for the zombie-specific stuff. However, now let's move into the multiplayer side of things, which is going to be the primary focus, is multiplayer as well as Warzone. And one of the biggest things is we're getting a new SMG with this mid-season update, so this will be for Cold War multiplayer as well as Warzone, of course. This is the OTS-9, or the Kiparis. It's based on the Kiparis, at least. And this is going to be a low-capacity and apparently high-firepower SMG. I have a hard time usually trusting those blog posts when they're describing weapons, because it often doesn't align 100% with how the gun actually performs in the game. But that new SMG is coming, so that's something to be really looking forward to for this Thursday, and we're going to be seeing a mace as a melee weapon as well. Then on the multiplayer side of things, we're going to be seeing Rush come as a 6v6 map, and this is a remastered map from Black Ops 2, and I actually quite enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to it being added. It's a little bit interesting that we're seeing almost entirely Black Ops 2 maps being remastered for this game instead of maps from other Treyarch games, but I'm not necessarily complaining because I do think Black Ops 2 had some of the best maps in the franchise, at least for my playstyle and my preferences. But alongside this, and going on with the theme of Rush, later in the season, this isn't coming with the mid-season update this week, we are going to be getting a paintball mosh pit mode. And with this, it looks like it's just going to be a small selection of maps and playlists, and they're going to be enabling a paintball effect. Just like we saw in Advanced Warfare, you could actually turn on paintball effects. So when your bullet hit a wall, for instance, it would look like it was a paintball. So it looks like they're going to be doing that, and they're probably going to have some bundles with like a paintball tracer pack as well. Additionally, it looks like with this mid-season update this week, we are going to be seeing Capture the Flag come to Cold War. And this is really exciting to me, at least. It's really unfortunate. I feel like Capture the Flag has kind of just disappeared over the years. It used to be a fairly popular mode, especially for competitive play. It used to be very popular, and I enjoy it a lot. And I'm interested to see how it ends up playing out in Cold War. I think it'll play quite well as long as they balance the respawn timers just fine. There should be a respawn delay on this, hopefully. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to checking that one out. And then also, we're going to be seeing a cranked mosh pit. There's no confirmation that I can see if this is coming with the mid-season update or later down the road before the end of Season 4. But with this, it's going to be kind of like that 80s Action Heroes playlist, where we're going to have a variety of modes where we have that crank timer, where when you get a kill, you gain a bunch of perks and stuff, and you're able to move faster, reload faster, and do a bunch of things faster and more effectively. But a timer starts counting down, and if you don't get a kill or an assist within that time, or play the objective as well, I think, then you will actually explode. You'll die, and you have to respawn from there. So I think some people will be interested in that for sure. And then another thing that I'm at least happy to see, even though I'm not going to be taking part in it personally, they're going to be adding pro-issue blueprints to League play. So it looks like depending on the rank that you earn in League play, you will gain various cosmetic items for your gun, including entire weapon blueprints. And I think this is a great way to reward players for League play, much better than just having a rank that you show off or something like that. It's nice to have something in-game that you can actually see for yourself as you're playing. Like I said, though, I'm personally not going to be playing League play. This isn't enough to get me to want to hop into League play. I simply don't enjoy it at all in Cold War. It seems almost like a coin flip when it comes to your ranking, and it really just didn't seem to make any sense to me, so I have no interest in ever touching League play again in this game. But finally, let's get into the Warzone side of things, and one really exciting thing that's coming is Payload. This is a brand new Warzone mode, and this is going to be a team-based objective mode. So there's going to be 2 teams of 20 that spawn in, and one team has to try and escort payloads. There's going to be multiple trucks that they have to escort from one point to another, and then the other team is obviously trying to defend and slow down that escort. And it looks like the enemy teams can build obstacles to stall the vehicles in their tracks, which is kind of interesting. So it looks like it's going to be quite linear, but it is also on the open map of Verdansk. So I'm very curious to see how this is going to play out. I think this could go either way, honestly. It might be amazing, it might be a whole lot of fun and be great, or it might just be kind of lame and boring. I don't really know. In either case, this has definitely piqued my interest more than the average limited time mode that they would be adding to Warzone, because it is very, very unique. It's unlike anything we've seen before in Warzone. As for another thing that they're adding to Warzone that kind of concerns me a bit, this is the Sentry Gun as a kill streak that you can find. Now, apparently this is going to be quite a rare kill streak. It's not going to be quite as common common as the other ones just coming out of crates. At least that's how they mention it in the blog post. We'll have to see how that actually plays out in the game, though. But with this, it will be scanning about a 180-degree radius in front of itself to seek and destroy enemies. And this concerns me, because in a one-life mode like Warzone, just setting a piece of equipment down that can cover a potentially massive area and just shoot and kill enemy players, that is obviously very concerning. Of course, we don't know how this is going to be balanced at this point. Who knows? Maybe they're going to make it so it takes ages to lock on and it's really not going to be that much of a threat. Also, they did mention in the blog post it only lasts for about a minute. So at least it's not something you can plop down and it's just going to last for a really long time. But this still does concern me, especially if you start to get into late game situations where the circle is quite small. This does concern me a lot. If you get a well-placed Sentry Gun, you could theoretically cover an entire area of the circle, or the entire safe zone of a circle. And if it's an open area, who knows? Other players might just be screwed, and it might give you basically free wins. Obviously, I'm hoping that's not going to be the case. I'm hoping this is going to be more of a gimmick than anything, and it's just going to have a really slow lock-on time, or not deal a whole lot of damage or something. But yeah, they are adding the Sentry Gun, and I am concerned about it. But finally, for Warzone, something that's going to be happening not with this update, but at some point throughout the rest of this season, is going to be the addition of an event called Blueprint Blitz. And with this, it seems like it's something they're going to activate kind of like double XP weekend, so from time to time they're going to activate this. And as far as I can tell, it looks like it takes place in the regular Warzone modes. And essentially what's going to happen is when this is active, all you have to do is complete 2 regular contracts in a game. And once you do that, a contraband contract will automatically spawn. And with this, you can complete that contraband contract to earn blueprints that you will have forever on your account. Once you complete that contract, you earn a blueprint and it's yours for good. So this is actually a really cool idea for an event as something that just goes on alongside the regular gameplay. I'm all for this. I don't think this is really going to change the gameplay all that much. It's just going to be one of those exciting events and random things that can happen that will allow you to earn something that you can keep forever on your account, which I think is a really cool idea. Now, having said all of this, as a lot of you guys already know, the current state of Warzone is not in a good place, and this is primarily due to the number of cheaters. So with all this new and exciting stuff coming to Warzone, I am having a hard time being too hyped about it because of the state of cheating. And unfortunately, at least as far as I can tell in this blog post, there was no mention of cheaters and them taking any further steps to combat cheating with this update coming up. But I really hope it's something that they are going to be slipping into this update. Another ban wave, for instance, as well as hopefully an update to their anti-cheat to at least cover the current cheats to slow them down for a bit. So then they'll have to rework something and get around it again, which of course they will inevitably do. But if they could at least slow cheating down a little bit for some time after this update, that would be really nice to see. Because if they don't, at least to me, none of this really matters all that much because it's not an enjoyable experience when you're running into cheaters so frequently in the game. At least that's my thoughts on this. Of course, I'd like to hear in the comment section below, what are you guys thinking about this roadmap for the Season 4 Reloaded update? Are you guys generally excited about these things, or do you think it's kind of a lackluster looking update? Just let me know those thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.